There are more than 400,000 NCAA student athletes. NCAA on campus is their story.
Hi everyone, I'm Kat Anderson and welcome to the all-new NCAA on Campus, now showcased weekly on NCAA.com so you can watch online at your convenience. On Campus continues to look at the incredible people in the schools that make up the NCAA. We'll have a new story for you each week from around the country, highlighting the accomplishments of student athletes in all three NCAA divisions and hosted by a student athlete at the school. This week's story is about field hockey. It's a sport traditionally dominated by schools along the East Coast. They've been playing NCAA field hockey in all three divisions for 30 years, and only one school east of the Alleghenies has ever won a championship. One Midwest school working hard to change that tradition is Bellarmine University in Louisville, Kentucky. This year, the Knights were ranked as high as 7th. Let's turn to our student-athlete host, Samantha Hittner, who plays golf at Bellarmine and who brings us the story of her school's special field hockey goalie.
Thanks, Kat, and welcome to Bellarmine University. We have about 2,500 undergrads on campus and are a part of NCAA Division II, except for our men's lacrosse team, which competes in Division I. The school was founded by the Archdiocese of Louisville in 1950, so this year has been one big, long 60th anniversary celebration. A couple of our famous alums are Bruce Tinsley, the cartoonist who created the comic strip Mallard Fillmore, and former NBA coach John McLeod. Our top 10 ranked field hockey team is anchored by goalie Sam Biedron. Now, Sam's a fifth-year senior and has been on the team since her freshman year, but this is her first season as a goalie.
My first 3 years at Bellarmine on the field hockey team, I played the field. 1 year I started defense, another year I started forward. I was set to graduate after my 4th year, but I kind of jokingly asked Coach if I could play goalie, and if I could play goalie I'd stay, and somehow he said yes, so we proceeded. I really love being goalie, but it's a lot of emotional pressure, stress that I just didn't really account for. Playing goalie in practice is very, very fun, but getting scored on in a game is detrimental to your ego, really. I don't deal with getting scored on very well at all. I typically have fits of rage in practice and during the game, but during games I try to maintain my composure and keep my defense in line as well so that we don't all fall apart. One thing I didn't know about being a goalie is that you bruise underneath all those pads. What you really have to do is convince yourself that you're safe no matter what underneath those pads and not think about bruising underneath, because if you think about getting hurt, then you're not going to stop the ball.
The Knights finished the season with a 15-3 record, and Sam hopes that success will pay dividends in the future.
Over the time that I've been here, Bellarmine field hockey has grown. When I first came here, our team was a lot smaller, and then our winning record is really making the school excited about us. We should get better recruits next season, and that'll help spark some attention and make us known further around the country, really.
Sam knows how to keep busy. She's majoring in economics as well as foreign language and international studies, and she has minors in history and academics. She's had a couple of perfect 4.0 semesters and has a GPA of 3.4. She works in the Academic Resources Center helping other students, and in addition to the commitments in class and on the field, Sam is interning 20 hours a week at General Electric in Louisville.
I want to be the best that I can be at whatever I choose to do, so I need to study a lot of different stuff to figure it out. At my internship, I deal with variants and sourcing packages. Pretty much my job is to minimize costs, so I'm looking for potential suppliers and I have to get quote packages out to them.
Never one to miss out on an opportunity, Sam traveled through Europe and to southern Spain for one semester to study and to play some field hockey with men.
To be a foreign language and international studies major, you're obligated to study abroad for at least one semester. I spent 5 months in Universidad de Murcia in Spain, picked up a lot of language, learned a lot, and played hockey with men, Murcia's Division I team. I had like somewhat of a tryout. Obviously I was like squatting on the team, but they invited me back to play again, so I guess I was playing good enough. It was terrific. I was on my own, didn't know anybody. I had a French roommate, an American roommate, but we did a lot of speaking Spanish. The classes were in Spanish. I was a regular Spanish student.
Her experiences at Bellarmine have left Samantha with a lot of options, and she'd have it no other way.
I could be a coach because I really enjoy the game, and I like trying to help other people do well. Definitely want to do economics research, real technical research, big corporation, nothing specific though. I like to be so busy because I like to take advantage of the time I have. You're only young once, so I want to do all that I can, set myself up and be prepared for the future.
Thanks, Sam, and congratulations on a great season. And thanks to NCAA on campus for visiting Bellarmine University.
Thanks to both of you, Sams. Good job. Now let's take a look back at a former student athlete who made a significant mark in their on and off-field accomplishments. It's an on-campus standard, NCAA Retro.
Boston College football legend Doug Flutie won the 1984 Heisman Trophy, still holds school records in several categories, and is enshrined in the College Football Hall of Fame. But he's probably best remembered for his part in one of the most spectacular plays in sports history, throwing a Hail Mary TD pass to Gerard Phelan as time expired to beat Miami 47-45. Doug had pro football success, too. He was the first non-Canadian inducted in the Canadian Football Hall of Fame and was an NFL Pro Bowler and Comeback Player of the Year for the Buffalo Bills.
I've loved playing sports and competing all my life. For me to get a scholarship at Boston College was it was a pretty amazing sequence of events. I really didn't believe I was going to see the playing field. So I took studies very seriously. That was what was important to me, especially freshman, sophomore year. I don't think I missed a class. I think I built the disciplines that it took to be successful in other aspects as well, definitely through those years. My wife, who was my girlfriend at the time in high school, when I went to BC, she jokingly said, "I'd just win the Heisman," you know. And she said that going into my freshman year. I think as far as the Heisman was concerned, that was a product of the success our team had on the field. One of my favorite memories was, and I remember, you know, when I won the Heisman, to get back and share it with your teammates and be around that group. And I was never big on the big outside attention. I just liked being accepted by my group, and that meant more to me than anything. And it was just a fun time to be at Boston College. We had our son, and Dougie was 2.5, and at age 2.5, he was perfectly, I can't say the word normal, not allowed to say it, typical. He's a typical child. All of a sudden he started to regress, and we ended up having a diagnosis of autism. And I think having played sports and been thrown a bunch of challenges and having your setbacks and your accomplishments, you learn to deal with those setbacks and you learn to deal with adversity. And we moved forward. We started a foundation. It's been rolling for 11 years now. We've done some great things in the community. It doesn't do any good to sit and mope and say, why me, why me? And you just take what cards that are dealt and you move forward. And we felt like, you know, this is why Dougie was given to us.
Thank you for watching On Campus. Check out new stories every week at ncaa.com. And please send your comments and story suggestions to us at ncaaoncampus@ncaa.org. Thanks for checking in, and remember to make the most of your time on campus.